All right, what is going on, everyone? We're back for another Kaizen update for the month. Jenny, what do we got going on for this month for everyone?
And so many things. It's one of those months when you start looking back, there's a lot, and it's all good, exciting stuff. Starting with this.
Boom. First of all, stoked for the newest franchisee, Sean and Brianna from Milwaukee, Boyd and Mike from Cape Coral. And I think the part which is kind of crazy is Sean and Brianna got a booking on week 2, which is insane. That's when you made this record. It's an 8-week training program, and they got on week 2. These two are crushing it, making their way through training with Dan the Man. Excited to have you guys on board.
Very cool. Let's talk about some other franchises. We got anniversaries. Man, Woo. We got Philly, we got Fishers. I can't believe these guys have been around now for just over a year. So it's wild how fast that goes. Really pumped to see what they've been doing in their respective businesses and just what's coming their way. So
yep, it's a constant grind.
Yeah, for sure. What made this live X?
Another one. So in case you guys don't know, we did our Made This live in May, and we're doing another one because we didn't want to wait a whole year to do the second one. So this is Made This Live X. And for a lot of you who were on at the last Made This live, we had Josh Latimer speak on the Zoom call and drop some value bombs. The coolest part of this Made This Live X, it's actually at his studio. He'll be there live to meet and greet everyone. It's going to be freaking awesome. This one's going to be in Dallas. And Jenny, you want to tell them some other perks along with showing up?
Early bird is now closed. You can still register. We still want you there. We'll remind everybody about that. But for anyone who did register early, you do have the option to get, I think it's almost like 3 to 4 extra hours at the Warplan Studios Friday afternoon. So limited slots available, and maybe have 2 left. So that goes out to our franchisees that, again, had that early bird opportunity. We're talking headshots. We're talking some social media collateral. You guys can see here, Josh and his team do some pretty sweet stuff in terms of just the visuals, and we're pumped to be able to share that with franchisees for no extra cost.
Yep, it's going to be awesome, guys. November 8th weekend. Yep. So if you have not bought your tickets yet, it's insanely cheap. We just want you to be there. Yep. So grab your tickets, and we'll share the link in Slack.
Yep, and we'll get an agenda up shortly, too, for the crew. Yeah. All right. Communities. Man, I love this little segment.
Yeah, this is cool.
Guys, Steven, we talk about him more and more. Steven there in the red, repping the Cardinals. He's our community marketing czar. He's the guy that's doing a lot of the hand-holding and the concierge efforts in terms of walking franchisees through how to crush it with community marketing. And talk about just like putting your money where your mouth is. He was on a road trip, stopped, and he shared pictures of the franchisees along the way. This is him with Julius from Fishers. And preps to Julius, man, repping the MaidThis here too.
Yep.
And then you'll notice too, guys, that little photo there to the left, that's a door magnet. That's a door magnet Megan in Richmond has used, like low cost, maybe $40, maybe 45, and has generated quite a bit of business for her. So that's something that you'll hear a little bit more about in the call too.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys crushing it on the community marketing angle. And remember, guys, like marketing changes constantly. Yeah. What was working in digital, maybe it's not working now, maybe it'll work in the future. But I think one thing which has worked forever has been community marketing. So definitely leaning a lot more into that, and really cool to see it paying dividends now.
And you have a guy who's going to walk you through it. He's going to help you do it. He's going to make it easy. So he's passionate about it, which is
all right. This is a question where I'm sure all of you have wondered, what's in my marketing package? Like, what am I paying for? What am I getting for it? And one thing we value a lot at MaidThis, as you guys know, is being as transparent as possible. Part of that is, how do we communicate with you guys? How do we share information with you? So I wanted to walk through on this presentation, as well as I'm sure many times in the future, what's in the marketing package? What are you guys getting for your money? And that's what we're going to dive into right now. Yes. So the goal of the marketing package is, how do we centralize stuff to get you guys the best rates and do way more because you're part of a franchise system? So a lot of things we're doing is we're just centralizing payments and working with a lot of vendors to crowdsource stuff for you guys. So I'm going to quickly go over what's included in the marketing package so you know exactly what you're getting for your money. So first thing, the biggest part is SEO. Well, pretty much all of you have received leads from SEO so far. You understand the name of the game. It's getting you ranked on Google. What's included in the SEO package for you? Everything around website management, maintenance, speed, structure, interpage linking, all that kind of stuff is done for you. The content, you'll notice the content on the website, your pages changes constantly along with whatever Google wants, and it changes constantly because what Google wants changes constantly as well. We do backlinking for you, so getting you links from other websites to your actual business page just to get you ranked faster. Your Google My Business profile optimization, posting photos, geotagging photos, asking questions, just optimizing that. And the biggest one is just staying on top of whatever algorithm changes happen. And algorithm changes happen by Google every year at least. So staying on top of that and managing that process so you don't have to learn about that, all of that's included for you in the SEO package. After that, social media posting. So on your Facebook and Instagram, you'll notice 3 posts per week automatically done for you. On your Google Business profile, it's a daily post for you. So all that's handled for you completely. Obviously, encourage you to post even more stuff, and more the better, especially local photos. But at least on the back end, all handled for you. Email marketing. So this is a big one: is how do you stay in front of your customers? And the cool part is we're always tweaking stuff. So we actually just revamped the old residential newsletter, which is now called 5-Minute Cleaning Tips. And we also have another newsletter called the Guest Book for Airbnb hosts. So those are custom written every single month and sent to your audience on your behalf. You don't even have to lift a finger. Seasonal promotions as well. Father's Day, back to school sales, all that kind of stuff is already baked into your software. And we optimize that every single year for you as well. Keep going down the list. CRM optimization, guys. This is high level. We have someone full-time on staff, tech support, Eric, who optimizes this for you guys. I don't know if you guys know, but when it comes to software, things break all the freaking time. That's just part of it. So someone's keeping an eye out on it for you. Someone's updating the emails for you. Anytime we have new email copy that we know converts, things get updated on the back end without you even knowing about it. That's just all done on the background. Warplan AI. This one's sweet because normally this costs about $500 per location. We just got a license deal and are able to give this to you as part of your package. This has all your marketing levers. It has AI posts in there. You can track competitors. You can send mail. There's like 100 features. If you just use one of them, it makes it worth it. So huge tool, huge value add for you, included in the marketing package. Experts. So Stephen, who was on the last slide, as you know, is a community marketing expert. Whenever any of you guys want to speak with Stephen and flesh out your community marketing, that's a resource for you. You have access to an expert who specializes in this, who could walk you through everything, who will hop on a call with you, who will show you how to do Instagram influencer outreach. Anything you need, that's a valuable resource for you. One thing not even mentioned here is the website revamp. Oh, no, it is mentioned here, website revamping. We're handling that whole process for you, paying a company to completely redesign it, redo the bookings, optimize everything. You don't have to lift a finger. Everything's done for you. And the last part, which I think is probably the biggest impactful piece of this, is the Crack the Code initiative, which we're going to talk about soon, which is testing things out for you, presenting you with what works and what doesn't work. So the crazy part is all of this stuff is included for you for the marketing fee. Normally, this would probably cost around $3,500 to $4,000 per month per person. But luckily, we could centralize a lot of what we're doing and share resources. So anyways, hopefully, this was a mouthful, Jenny, but hopefully this helps flesh out a little bit more about what's included in the marketing package.
Well, I think it's another piece too. We manage these vendors. Like that's something you don't have to do. We get to hold them accountable. Yep. There's a nice balance to that, and that's also managed by the franchise.
And quick point about that, like part of the game with vendors and management is staying on top of them. If a vendor's underperforming, we're constantly saying to other vendors, hey, why don't we A/B test you versus someone else and keep it competitive? Yep. We're constantly negotiating the best pricing for you guys. All of that just done because we would rather benefit the whole system. And of course, it makes more sense to have more competition. So you'll see a lot of like changes. This package, how it is right now, might change in a year or two because just marketing and things change. But the cool part is you don't have to stay on top of the trends. You just got to execute and focus on your business, and this other stuff we will handle for you.
Yep, very much. Franchise systems hire someone specifically just to do that. So that's a part of everything that we're providing, which I think leads really well into, like Neil said, crack the code. Guys, this is something that we'll continue to talk about because it is an ongoing effort of ours. So again, just reminding everybody that that is our test lab. It's our marketing. How do we bring more leads to our franchisees? More converting leads, more affordable leads. That's the name of the game. We break it down into digital, into community marketing. Our guy Steven, our guy Horacio are heading up those specific efforts. Guys, we're tracking all of this. So not only like we talked about those vendors that we hold accountable, we are tracking, looking for success, looking for what opportunities have a positive ROI and that we need to roll out system wide. Which ones can we say, nope, scrap that, move on to the next thing. We're tracking all that in Notion for you. I'll make sure you guys all get that link tied to this in our Slack channel. But a few other things just to call out. We're continuing testing a cold calling vendor. We're focusing on apartment complexes currently to see if we can help narrow that giant lead of opportunities or giant web of opportunities to specific leads who are interested in cleaners coming in. We have a new outbound cold email and LinkedIn vendor that we're trying out with our 2 newest launching locations. Really excited about that. We're going to do a rebate program for car magnets. Guys, car magnets, yard signs, low-hanging fruit that do generate business, like make it easy. And we're going to see who's willing to throw that up on their car or their wife's car or their kid's car or you name it. Honey pots, that's kind of our like buzz term on the inside for vendors that we're testing. Guys, we have done over 7 specific like test strategies over the last just couple of months. That doesn't count the honeypot vendors. We've got about 4 of those that we've either looked at or we are currently working on. Again, whether in the testing strategy or analyzing, do we move forward with these guys? And all of this will continue. A lot of this too is based on feedback from franchisees. So when we throw opportunities out there, we're listening and we're turning and trying to find solutions that work for what franchisees need.
Yeah, and along with that, like if you guys have ideas for things you'd like to test out, especially if it lines up with what we're trying to go after with the crack the code, share them with us. If you have a vendor or an idea, we could definitely add that to the list and see if we could devote some resources to that for you as well.
Absolutely.
All right. So pricing workshop. So we did a lot of great content actually in the last month. One of them was the pricing workshop, and we do have a recording of this. This was to analyze your pricing and see if things are set correctly. What's interesting is like we were actually able to revamp a lot of pricing for a lot of people, which had an immediate effect on their bottom line. And a lot of times what happens in business is as you scale and evolve, you tweak one thing here, you tweak another thing here, you change the booking form, and all of a sudden the pricing gets very convoluted. It's really good as a sounding board to talk to other people, see what other people are doing, and make sure you're kind of streamlined again. So that's a workshop we did here. And again, offer for all of you guys. If you ever want to talk about pricing, you can message me, you can message Jenny. We will hop on a call with you and clarify your pricing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the other great pieces you did, Neil, was a presentation on the perfect productivity system. Try to say that 4 times fast.
Yeah, right. This one was cool. So I spent years trying to develop my own productivity system, and I kind of wish someone just gave it to me years ago, and that's kind of what I did here. So the recordings here about exactly how I manage my time, how do I plan stuff, how do I prioritize what to do. And the cool part is, for all of you guys, I put this into a template. It's a Notion template you could copy and paste, along with supporting videos to show you exactly how to use it for yourself. It's insanely simple because I'm a slow guy and I can't keep up with the complicated system. So I made it very, very dumb for myself. And it's very simple. You could just copy and paste it into your own system and work the productivity system yourself.
Yeah, very good. And guys, I'm going to make sure all these links are out there for our franchisees. We hang on to all of this. We use Notion as our library. So that's all organized. And I will put those specific links out just so everybody can find that. Because here's another good opportunity, another good reminder, resource in terms of a conversation Neil had earlier this month.
This one was cool. This was like, for me, inspiring. So this was, I've mentioned Simone a few times, someone who's created a business on the backs of Facebook groups, didn't even have a website until this year, is doing 7 figures. And she shared a ton of her secrets of how she actually manages her process in Facebook groups and gets business. All those secrets are inside. For the franchisees who attended, they got to chat with Simone directly. Turn off the recording and just open it up, and any Q&A people wanted to ask is there. She also shared some of her resources in terms of her post that she puts in Facebook groups. It was awesome, Jenny. What did you think about this one?
Oh man, Simone, it's like the angle on social or on community marketing that we're taking, right? So
yep.
Is digital, right? How do you show up in a space like Facebook and differentiate yourself? What she's done in I think just 4 years is phenomenal, and it's also just a good reminder of different strategies in terms of like using some personal video and again how you set yourself apart from 47 other people responding to folks looking for cleaners for jobs. The other thing I really liked was outside of social media, she talked about boots on the ground stuff. It's going indoors, showing up, going after, real estate agents and brokers. That's a huge piece of what we're seeing franchisees build on our end as well.
Yep, nailed it.
All right, guys. And we do this monthly, so we've been doing roundtables now well over since before I even got here. The topic this month was just a really good catch-all. It was what's working for you. So I'm going to throw out some quick hitters that franchisees shared. We've got folks doing yard signs. Again, that's nothing new, but we're just proving and continuing to show that yard signs do generate business. We had Akila, who's in McKinney, talking to us about her Airbnb meetup and the updates and what she's been able to create. And I think just 4 months of running that and the network and the connections and the opportunities, it's really motivational. And it is strictly head down, follow the procedures, reach out to people, be bold, and then see those opportunities come up. We've got Parker, who talked about doing personalized loan videos. I love that. That's going out, kind of your comfort zone and putting yourself out there. We've got Matul, and talking about some of the things that Neil shared last month in terms of Rainmaker campaigns and how that's working for their thumbtack leads. Just some really good, solid takeaways. It was fun to hear franchisees lead that discussion.
Jenny, in my opinion, like if there's one additional meeting outside of the pod calls that anyone joins every month, it's the roundtable. Mainly because the whole benefit of a franchise system is crowdsourced knowledge, and that's kind of what the roundtable is, right? It's just you guys talking amongst yourself, trading secrets, trading tactics, and it's easier to do it within the MaidThis system than going external because you don't know how those people are running the business, you don't know who's trying to sell you anything, but internally, everyone's just sharing secrets, sharing inside tactics. So roundtables, guys, like if you have not been to one yet, this is where it's at.
For sure. And we've also brought in people to do, specialized talks. So if there's a need or a topic you want to learn more about, game on, let's do it. I'll tease out a little bit. We've also gotten a request to do a roundtable for remote team members.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that's in the works that we're excited to announce, and maybe we even have an update.
Yep.
With that, guys, it's always, what else can we do for you? Wide open in terms of input, suggestions, thoughts, feedback. This is important to us that we're delivering on that.
Yeah. Guys, feel free to message Jenny and I in Slack. You can message us or just hop on one of your pod calls. Let us know what you're looking for more, and that's how we curate what to do for you guys. So thanks so much, everyone, and we'll catch you on next month's Kaizen Update.